Discipline is the bridge between the timeline of success and the timeline that leads you to destruction. I crossed that bridge when I truly became disciplined, and since then I've built my dream physique within 6 months of trying, and went from a mediocre student to one who's written 2 first-class papers and became an award-winning master of engineering. The accolades that come with the discipline are definitely worth the pain, bro. The point is that you're going to do what other people won't. Therefore, when you do it, you're going to get results that other people don't get. If you do abnormal actions and abnormal habits, you will get abnormal results. But who wanted to be normal in the first place? You've never wanted to be, have you? But you've never realised that you actually have to act abnormally every day. The number one thing with people who aren't disciplined and what they do is that they suppress the bad habits. Like, they think that they need to use up all their willpower in order to get disciplined and do this big thing of like not doing the bad habits. In that same vein, I want to say to you now, a mental little challenge, okay? Don't think about a red elephant right now. Just don't think about red elephants. Why are you thinking about red elephants right now, bro? It's because I told you not to think about it. So your brain is not wired to do things negative, from a negative perspective of like not doing them. In your mind, you're thinking, oh, like stop making me want to do the bad habits, stop making me want to eat the junk and watch TV and play the video games and do all of the bad stuff. Your mind ain't built that way. You can't suppress a bad habit. So let's reframe it. Don't indulge in the thought. Like, don't imagine yourself doing the stuff and then do it. Just think and acknowledge and recognize, oh, right now my brain is telling me that it wants to do this. Why? That little part where you pause and you ask yourself why, that could be the difference between you then doing a good habit and doing a bad habit. Because you start to recognize that your actions serve a purpose and it feeds something bigger. It feeds what timeline you are on, bro. Every action you take is like a step on a path. And one of those paths is a good one and one of the paths is a bad one. It's as simple as that. If you keep doing bad habits, you will gain the result that those bad habits have cumulatively given you. And the same is true for the good ones. So if you keep doing good habits, you will eventually attain the result of the good habits. Imagine if I planted a poisonous seed and I just kept watering that poisonous seed and then it grew and then I ate the fruits that came from that plant. I would die. You'd be like to that version of me like, bro, why are you growing a poisonous fruit then? Like, if you didn't want to die and you wanted to have real food, why would you have planted a poisonous seed? It's the same thing. All you got to do is plant good seeds, water the good seeds, and then reap the rewards and eat the fruits. And that's the reward of discipline. It's 8 p.m. right now and you're sat on the sofa, you've just maybe eaten dinner, and now you're thinking, what do I do? Let's say your brain has now generated the idea of, let's just watch a load of, I don't know, anime. That's what people seem to be into nowadays. Really think, okay, my brain wants to watch anime right now. What is the outcome of that? Then you really need to be critical and you need to be honest with yourself and think, yeah, it's going to be 12 a.m, 4 hours later, and I'm not going to feel great about myself. I'm going to be sat in the same position. I'm going to be imagining myself being sleep deprived for work or school or whatever you got on tomorrow. Is that a viable trade? Sacrificing your sleep, sacrificing your health, sacrificing your goals, and sacrificing your self-image for 4 hours straight of television. It's not a viable trade, so you wouldn't take it. In the moment, you would try and generate a thought of what else to do. After those 4 hours, you would have imagined yourself thinking, okay, I would have wanted to do the good habit anyway. I would have taken action on something else, something more productive. That's what you would have imagined, instead of wanting to do the TV or wanting to do the bad habit. And now you might argue, oh, but I'm really tired and I want to relax after work. But watching the telly, playing the video games, eating the junk, that's actually putting more strain on your body. So don't hit me with the stuff of like, oh yeah, I do it to relax. Just tell yourself, oh, I do it because I'm retarded. Because then you're actually being honest. Because you don't think before you act. Like, you just act through the thought instead of thinking, why am I getting this thought and what can I do instead? Just remember, think, does this serve a purpose? What's the aftermath of this bad habit? And what can I do instead? If you want my full program for mindset, physique and discipline, hit the link in the description. It's the full pathway of the tiger and it is that exact thing that will put you on the timeline to success. You walk the bridge of discipline and you find yourself at the place where you reap the rewards of it as well. Building upon the previous step, yeah, of being able to recognize. In the first place, to be able to recognize anything, you need to know that it's happening. Sometimes you just act through thoughts and then you're like, oh wait, like I can't believe I just did that. Like, you're unconscious basically. You subconsciously, unconsciously, whatever, you do the actions without thinking. How do you make yourself think more actively then? How do you make your thoughts automatically serve you? How, like, that would be so powerful, right? If you can make your thoughts automatically serve you and not put you in that state of doing bad habits without thinking about it. Very abstract stuff, I know, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. It comes from the understanding that presence is the underlying foundation to being able to think properly. Otherwise, you're acting subconsciously exactly how today's society wants you to act. Today's society thrives off of your data and your attention. And where do they get that from? It's from the phone that you're watching this on. It's from the TV that you're watching. It's from the video games that you're playing. Your attention and your data and everything about you is being hooked like a little fish. If today's society makes it so difficult to be present, how do we then engineer presence into our day? I'll tell you it straight, bro, and you're not gonna like the answer. You're hoping for some fancy magic trick, but it ain't gonna happen. That's not the reality. The reality is it will come from a habit that grounds you and makes you present, manipulates the body's chemistry in order to engineer presence into your neurological circumstance. And that is breath work. Breath work can make you instantly present. Absolutely essential. It's a non-negotiable for me, man. Every single day I do some form of breath work, even if it's only 5 minutes long. And I urge you to do the same. So look, if you're not a little wimp, if you're not a little retard, let's do some now. Let's take some action right now, bro. If you're sat down on your side scrolling, just watching this video, and you've made it this far in, it means that you're actually ready to take some action. So let's do some breath work right now. I'm going to walk you through how to breathe properly for breath work. 3 breaths in and out. We'll do it through the mouth and out the mouth so you can suck in the most amount of air possible. I want you to breathe powerfully, yeah? I'll give you an example and then we'll do 3 together. Ready? Like this. So what I did, I breathed in and I basically like inflated my belly like it's a balloon. And then I moved the air up through my chest and then I breathed it all out and let the balloon deflate. And we're going to do that 3 times, yeah? Ready? That's 3. Quite good, yeah? And now we'll take a little break for a couple seconds while I talk through the next little bit we're going to do. We're going to breathe in as hard as we can, hold the breath for 15 seconds, and remember, breathe into your belly and inflate it, move the air to your chest, and then hold it for 15 seconds, yeah? And then we're going to release that through the mouth and hold on the way out. So do it with me, ready? 15 seconds, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm not going to hold it because I need to explain to you, but you better be holding it right now. I'm timing it. So 15 seconds holding the breath inside. It should be in your belly and you should have moved it up to your chest. You've literally got 5 seconds left, yeah? And on the 5th second now, breathe out through your mouth. And you should now be able to deflate the belly. You should feel your belly deflated. Let's go. Okay, I'm timing it. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds as well. You should be feeling quite present. Try and feel the fingers tingling. Maybe your feet are tingling a bit. You should feel quite grounded and good. You've got 5 seconds, bro. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. That shouldn't have felt too hard. It should have felt maybe mildly challenging. But now you should feel a tiny little difference. A tiny little difference to just how you feel within yourself, within your body. This is a cumulative habit. Doing it every single day will put you more into this present flow state so that when you want to do bad habits, you will automatically be more present. You never click on a JAS video and go away not knowing what to do next. I'm going to give you the exact action challenge that I want you to do. All the retards have probably clicked off. You're not retarded. You have the capability to do what I'm about to tell you. So let's get it done, bro. I want you every morning to type into YouTube 5-minute guided breath work and then do one of them. Just any single one that just stands out to you, just do it. Yeah? Every single morning, I want you to do that. So tomorrow morning, this is the action step for you. This is the challenge. Can you do it? Can you type it into YouTube tomorrow? And can you actually do it? Can you set aside 5 minutes of your day for your own self-development? And you need to do that within 1 hour of waking up. And then work on your goal. Just do something that is conducive to your goal within the first hour of waking. So the breath work and then doing something conducive to your goal. That's all you need to do. Right now, pause the video, go onto your phone notes and write down these two things. 5-minute breath work, and then have another thing that you're going to write down, which is the exact action you're going to take towards your goal. For someone who's got exams in a month, that might be do papers, do past papers, study. For someone who wants to get a good physique, that might be, okay, workout. For someone who wants to move up in their job, that's going to be research my field, research what I need to do, get some qualifications. Brother, I'm only ever going to give you advice that is conducive to your edification. And trust me, I wish I did this 3, 4, 5 years ago when I was literally retarded. Even the science says, yeah, discipline can't be built in a day, but you can switch paths in a day. All it takes is that one action that will literally change your identity within a day, mate. This could happen today. This could happen right now. Even you doing the breath work earlier, that is part of it. That's part of you switching timelines. It's not hard. If you want my workouts, my advanced tactics, where I go through literally every single habit that I do in detail, full in-depth breakdowns, deep dives into the habits, how to start them, how to level them up, get in the description, bro, because what I'm giving to you is the pathway of the tiger. It is a piece of work that I'm very proud of. So I genuinely think anyone that gets in there is gonna become a better person, get closer to their goals, and also you can just chat to me as well. I can give you some accountability. I'm leveling myself up by following it, and I want people on the journey with me, man. It's a lonely path on the path of discipline. Like, we're not like normal civilians, bro. Like the civilians that you're surrounded with at school, at work, we're not like them. And you need a set pathway, otherwise you're going to stray off and just conform to today's society. And I don't want that for you, because I know that you don't want that for yourself. You want to achieve something great, let's do it together, man. Sweat or regret, let's get it.